WesWes Show.
I was confident Kansas City were going to win just through my head, and that's probably everybody's head around the world, man. I made the mistake of posting up my prediction early. I think it was a minute. I posted up my prediction a minute into the game. I said KC were going to win this, move on to the Super Bowl, but Sharks, man, never underestimate the heart of a clutch team, of a young team, man. Damn.
That's not say don't I don't know, don't put a fork in it too soon. That was because if you judge just purely right through to the half of the second quarter, you'll be like halfway through this, you'll be like, oh bro, Chiefs got this in the bag. It's 21. Or what was it? 21-3? No,
21-3. Yeah,
it was 21-3. And then shucks, bro. I was just like, oh, here we go. Nah, it wasn't 21-3.
They went 21-10. Then they went 21-10.
21-10. That's what it was. Yeah, because remember, I was bagging Eli Apple. He was in the chat because he let that big play happen, and then he makes the play of the second half in the last 5 seconds, and Flipper knocks Tyreek Hill, behind the line of scrimmage, and that guy is not easy to tackle. That guy can go 0 to like 120 in like 3 steps, man. So, and good on Eli Apple. Like, he's an outspoken dude, and yeah, he gives up big plays, but man, that one play turned the momentum back to the defense, or back to the Cincinnati Bengals anyway, just before the half. Because Mahomes, the Chiefs got the ball back in the second half. So they could have gotten a field goal, 3 points, and then obviously with the touchdown again, or they could have, blown the score out early and then scoreboard pressure. But man, got on the Bengals defense for getting stops, and got on their young offense for sticking to it, man, and just staying in their fight, because man, their O-line was getting creamed. Chris Jones was living in the backfield, bro. That guy's a freaking beast. Yeah.
That was a story for the Bengals O-line, eh? That was the story for the Bengals O-line. Now it was one of the below average O-lines in the league.
Yes, 100%. Well, just the week before they gave up 5 sacks. In their game against the Titans. And those 5 sacks came, I think, in the first half or in the first 3 quarters. So, if you're picking your quarterback off the ground throughout the game, and it's not giving the quarterback a lot of confidence, put it that way. As the game wears on, then you start seeing and feeling ghosts, and then start playing Jedi mind tricks when you're in the pocket, and the pocket collapses around you. But man, Joe Burrow, bro, that guy's the real deal. He's the real deal, man.
And it's only his second year in the league, eh? So the Bengals are a pretty young team.
Yeah. Well, they had to shift those because their identity, that they were a bunch of bad boys, bro. So that was sort of like the Raiders, where they'll just get like anyone with like exceptional athletic talent, but got like real questionable characters. Like, that's who the Bengals were under Marvin Lewis for years, and then they fired him, and then they picked up this new cat, Zach Taylor. So, man, to go from, and Joe Burrow said it in his post game interview, not the presser. Once they won, he said, "Look, man, we came from like 4 wins last year, and he only won 2 of them, plus his ACLs." And here they are, they're at the last dance, bro. So it's a massive turnaround, bro. Massive.
You touched a bit about identity before, and you guys spoke about teams having identity that will take them through the playoffs and so forth. But man, when I think about the Bengals run in the postseason, their identity seems like they're a team with their backs against the wall. They can come through at the end. Like we know about the 5 sacks Joe Burrow got the last game. They came through. They won the game. They're up against a team like like Kansas City Chiefs, who lost their first 4 or 5 games in the season and just
Yes.
just
And they
turned
lost to
around
the
and picked.
Bengals. And they lost to the
Yes,
Bengals too.
yes. In the same month, it was the same month.
Yeah.
Yeah. So back against the wall again for the Super Bowl, up against the
Mm.
Rams in 2 weeks' time,
Yeah.
and they're playing at Rams home.
Bro.
So you
Yeah,
can't
bro.
get your back against the wall more than that, man.
Man, if you ever want to coin the term underdog, bro, that's like the perfect script to a movie, bro. You got a second
Yeah.
year quarterback, obviously number one pick. He won the national championship when he was at LSU. This year's first round pick is his old wide receiver. They didn't go for an O lineman to protect him. They went wide receiver, relying on that pass relationship and chemistry. And it's shown through, bro. Like obviously it's shown through with who the record that Jamar Chase broke. But man, they're exciting also. And like you said in the chat, um, Higgins stepped up and I think he finished the game 6 for 103 or 108 yards was,
Mm, mm.
so like T Higgins isn't a small guy. I think he's 6'4", 6'5", and I think he's from Clemson as well. And I think they won the national championship or they were in the game and lost maybe. But man, it's that your AFC North division is whoo. I know you guys don't have a quarterback, but at least you got TJ Watt. And bro, you've hopped on about him. But that guy's
Mm.
pretty much like he can run a whole game plan. So it's exciting, bro, what the AFC North's got in store. Obviously the roster talent with the Browns, but that's besides the point. It just shows the adversity that the Bengals had to overcome. Losing 4 last year, and then winning your division, and then flipping going on the road was the last three games. Because they have to play wild card, divisional, and then they play this game. Man, and just showing up and showing out, man. Like, yeah, we'll see how they go. We'll see how they go. They're pretty amazing, man, what they're doing right now. Very underrated
Yeah.
defense, very underrated running back, and Joe Mixon as well. And what's his name? Samaje P. Ryan as well. Like, that guy lights out. He scored their first touchdown in 41 yard running back screen, bro. Just took it to the house. And Jamar Chase blocked on that. Watch it at the end.
Mm.
Yeah, anyway, but mean game. And I hate the Chiefs. Hate
Yeah.
them because my uncle's like a bloody bandwagon guy too. He was like, "Yeah, go the Chiefs." Hey, man, get out of here, man.
They make our AFC North division scary, man. And as much as I love my team, the Steelers, we're gonna have some competition now. And like you said, like with the talent the AFC North have with their QBs. Talking about Lamar Jackson at the Ravens, now Joe Burrow's there. I think if we stick with our plan, we're gonna keep Mason Rudolph, the guy behind Big
I know
Ben.
exactly who that guy is. Fuck him. He was trash last year. Go find a bloody veteran, honestly, to play up, because he is not a starter.
Man,
Go get someone. Shit.
If I did a ranking, if I did a ranking of the top QBs in the AFC North, we're right down the bottom, man. And who's on top of us? I hate to say it, fucking Baker, man.
Not only Baker, but the guy who was the backup, even the backup quarterback's better than that guy. He was the backup quarterback. Even he won games when Baker was off. Fuck, man. Shit.
I forgot his name, but I put him on when my Josh Allen was out on that week of my NFL fantasy. I put him on. Yeah, man. That was good. That was good.
I think he scored like 2 or 3 touchdowns. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. He showed up and showed out. That was mean. But nah, man. Just look. Man, you gotta respect though. After all said and done, you gotta respect the Chiefs. That was their 4th AFC Championship in a row. that they've been to. If they had won, that'll be their third Super Bowl they've been to. So you gotta respect, bro, what Andy Reid and what's their GM. I forgot what their GM's name is. But you gotta respect the front office of the Chiefs for assembling all that talent, holding on to the core talent, and putting all the right pieces around them to be in a position to do this deep playoff run. Because it's not easy, bro. Like we bring up Tom Brady all the time. He won 7 Super Bowls. He's been to 10 Super Bowls. The guy's been in the league for 22 years. He's been to 10. That's like that there is just crazy. It's nuts, bro. You're not supposed to be able to go to 10 Super Bowls in your lifetime, let alone come away with 7 wins. So I think the person before him who had the most was a defensive end who played for the Niners and the Cowboys. I think his name was Charles Haley, and he had 5 or was it 4. But you know what I mean? Like it's not normal to keep going to the Super Bowl. Um, so what they're trying to do over at Kansas City is amazing, bro. To say the least, they just didn't. And Patrick Mahomes put that on him. They just didn't close out the game, bro. You gotta close it out. You need a massive running game. You can't blame their defense, bro. I reckon their defense, you know, kept it competitive, especially early. But that offense has to shut the game out, bro. You gotta run the ball for 10 minutes, bro. Don't even let the opposition come to your house, bro, and do that to you. That's rude, man. And then flipping Patrick Mahomes wants to, like, I understood what he was thinking, but then he throws 2 intercepts. He's lucky Eli Apple didn't get that first one on the quick slant, but that last one, bro, that's on fucking Patrick Mahomes, bro. That guy was double covered, easy. Tyreek Hill was double covered. That wasn't fair on him, man.